All right, getting in quick comments from Lalita Kumara Mangalam, former chairperson, NCW, as well as Brinda Adige, women rights activist. I want to cut across to Ms. Kumara Mangalam first. Ma'am, what happened today in court could be landmark, but when you read into the larger picture of maternity leave, even though it benefits only about 25% of the women workforce, 75% is in the unorganized sector and they don't benefit from the maternity leave. Big question was, why shouldn't this 25% benefit? But ever since 2017, since, we adopted the new policy, Ms. Kumara Mangalam, if you look at just data, it's actually proven to be detrimental to women.
Look, unfortunately, we still live in a very patriarchal society, Preeti. And today I agree with the Supreme Court. It's not that I always agree with their judgments. You know me, I question things if I don't agree with it. But here it is the basic right of a woman, basic reproductive right of a woman to avail of maternity leave, especially when there is an act of parliament which says, a law that says the government has to give, or any company has to give a woman maternity leave if she asks for it. In Tamil Nadu, apparently, they say that they will give, and I think the 2017 amendment also says for the third child, 3 months. But in this lady's case, she has made it very clear that she's never worked for the government earlier, one, and two, that she's never availed of maternity leave either. Now, beyond the point, I agree that population explosion is a problem and all the rest of that, but that aside, it should not impinge on any individual's right to take maternity leave. It's a well-known fact that maternity leave is not just for the convenience of the mother, but for the health of the newborn baby also. The first to the 6th month, the babies are extraordinarily fragile. All of us who have children know this. And they need to be preferably breastfed. There are lots of issues that are dealt with in the first 6 months of a baby's life. And the best person to steer the baby through, see that he or she is growing a little well, healthily, etc., is a mother. Nobody, as you know, can take a mother's place. And no government or private or public company should have the right to interfere in this, especially when there is a law. Now, in this lady's case, I don't think the Supreme Court is wrong at all. I think they're absolutely on dot and they're quite correct. We tend to become very judgmental. दो बच्चे काफी हैं, उसके क्या 5 बच्चे हैं. I mean, all that is separate. If you're talking about freebies, government benefits, that's a separate thing. This is not that. This is maternity leave, which, as everybody knows,
Fair point.
there are many reasons behind it, not just for the woman to recover from the birth, also because the baby needs its mother's attention. I mean, only a mother can actually basically breastfeed a child.
Fair point.
I mean, there are many such issues, Preeti. So I feel that the Supreme Court was quite right.
Fair point. I want to bring in Brinda Adige. Brinda Adige, would you want to touch on the larger picture? Because Ms. Kumara Mangalam clearly put in perspective on what the Supreme Court said today, which many are reading is landmark. But having said that, when we look at the larger picture, Brinda Adige, 75% women don't even, get the benefit of maternity leave because they're in the unorganized sector. The 25% that do, and in the last couple of years since 2017, if you look at data, and that's the sad documentary to it, is that maternity leave, the 6-month stipulated leave now, is actually proving to be detrimental when it comes down to women employment.
Yes, almost 75% of women in the informal, unorganized sector do not have the benefit of this law and this act. But like you pointed out, even the 25% who can avail these benefits do not get it because of the stereotypical bias that is there, one. Two, everybody thinks that it is a charity that is being extended to the female woman employee if she's going on leave and getting all of these benefits. Of course, the law says 80 days, and after that, you can take the 12 weeks of leave. But many of them do not even work, not only work 80 days, work more than that. That said, we again have to come back to ask the question, how many companies have been pulled up, or how many women have actually come and reported that their leave was denied, or their promotion was denied, or after they come back from maternity leave, the same position was given to them. None of this is being monitored. Though the court has said that reproductive rights are an integral part of women's rights, It's nice for the court to say, but until and unless somebody complains, somebody brings it before some authority, none of this comes to the notice of anybody else. This particular case, her is a very strong case, and she had the courage to take it all the way up to the Supreme Court. But you and I know that there are many such women who suffer
Right.
silently, who give up on their careers and jobs. And yet my government continuously talks about giving that equal rights with equity.
Fair point.
If we are talking about Viksit Bharat, if we are not going to allow the mother to look after the child, and like Mrs. Kumaramangalam pointed out, that mother is so important to take care of the child, development of the child, and to ensure that the child is
Right.
healthy. Where will we have a healthy society or
Fair
a
point.
healthy India?
Fair point, ma'am. I, appreciate both of you for joining us, and maybe a larger debate can also happen on this. Maybe certain tax incentives can be given to companies to, go ahead and offer the leave which is entitled to these women, and more importantly, that when they do come back, that they get, they come back on the same pay scale and they don't fall out of the women workforce. And that's clearly happening right now, because data seems to suggest about 30% women either fall out, and about 22% of women have clearly stated that when they come back, they don't find that kind of atmosphere that they can be absorbed. I appreciate both of you for joining us. Thank you.